We are about 5 days from the halving. What is going to happen? Typically, we have an accumulation period before we are set off to the races. And what is happening right now? We are hovering between 70,000 and around 60,000. Currently, we are bouncing off the 50 on the daily. The RSI, we are bouncing off the 50 as well, which is good news. So where are my price targets with this sucker? Because if I'm zooming in, we have a ascending triangle forming. Yeah, we had a small little break below, but typically what happens with these guys is you have about a 60% upwards trajectory, which means that we'll just go from the high to the low of the channel. And with that breakout, I have a price target of around 80,000. Is it going to happen in the next couple weeks? It could. It could be the next 6 months into Christmas, which really could be the area of success for Bitcoin. I have partnered with Blowfin right now, and so if you guys want to trade with me, you absolutely can. I've also done the trading challenge on Debate Crypto, which happens on Mondays. And yeah, I've started with Blowfin. I've started another challenge of just, hey, can I turn $100 into $1,000? Because we know that I made a mistake on the last challenge that I did when I made it to almost 10 grand. And here we go again. So right now on my Bitcoin trade, I've actually doubled down on my Ethereum. I made 100%, and then I instantly decided to double it, and that has been working out currently because I put now $94 into it, and I am up 153. I have my stop in place at my break even, which is going to be good. I'm at relatively high leverage on the Ethereum trade, but when you're trying to trade small amounts of money to turn it into large amounts of money, there's high risk, high reward. Leverage is just that. You can make a lot of money, but you can also lose all of it. And coming from somebody that's lost tens of thousands of dollars with leverage, and I've also made tens of thousands of dollars as well, you learn from your mistakes. The Ethereum trade is going well. I've got price targets of that 3,500. So we'll see how this goes in the next couple weeks. I believe that this is the last little spike downwards before we are entering up. Really holding that 50-day is what I'm looking at, because we've bounced off of it many times before, and we've briefly gotten below it before this last little big run up. So here, I wouldn't be surprised if we touch the 60 and go up from there. If I want to talk about where the worst case scenario is for Bitcoin, well, it's really right around holding this $50,000 support range. That could be the evil killer right here of breaking down and bouncing off of this guy. I will put in more buy orders on my actual trading account, not just the Blowfin here that I'm helping people turn a little bit of money into, quite a bit of money. We're asking for a 10x return here. That's not too bad. And right now we're already at, what is it? What is the current account value here that I got going? With the 18 that's left in the account. Okay, so 90, about a 100% return right now. We're about 1x up from $100 to 200 here. Actually, no, we are much higher than that because of the 150 here, right? So it's about 250 here. My order book is not showing me as of right now. So anyway, we'll work on that here. But if you want to join me, make sure you're downloading Blowfin here. I personally think that we are going to bounce. If not, I wouldn't have. Here, let me show you what my last little order history was for Bitcoin. Is I've bought both the bottom here, and my stop is relatively a little bit below this line here. I'm making sure that I get out of the trade if we break below relatively $64,000, because then now we're probably going to go down to that 60,000, and I don't want that to happen. Or if it does, I still have a little bit of money left over that I can hop back in and get there. And then really that is the support we have currently, because if we break below this guy, I told you, I got the price target of about 50,000, right? So I don't want to hold a falling knife, but I want to catch something. And right now, we've got potentially a dragonfly candle forming or a hammer candle. Personally, right now it's a hammer candle, but it could turn into a dragonfly if we start getting some more upwards. And that next one is going to be right around 70,000. So that's when my first take profit will be. So I want to know what your guys' predictions are for the halving that's coming around in a week. And have you been accumulating? Because everyone has been accumulating. And to me, this is almost one of those liquidation wicks, especially this candle from 71,000 down to 64. Ooh, ouch.